you guys. Renardo, you earned the Most Improved Defensive Player award from the internal team awards at the end of last year. Why do you think you earned that, and what has progressed in your game year over year that you hope to capitalize on going into your last year here?
Really, just the aspect of being healthy. Last season was the first season since I've been here where I was actually able to be healthy through the whole season. And then as a team, we always work hard, so that's nothing new. Like, Norvell pushes us to the limit, and we embrace it. So, like, the work is just going to speak for itself.
All right, next question will be Kurt over here to your right.
For both y'all lose Jamie off last year's defense, but bring back, I mean, pretty much everyone else. A lot of guys who've played a lot of football here and elsewhere. I guess, well, how's that helped the player run practices and the workouts this summer? Just having so many guys who know what to expect and kind of have so much experience.
Yeah, I say losing Jamie. You know, he was a good player. He was all around the field, but I feel like the preparation we've made throughout the summer and also the experience that guys like Shaheem Brown and coming in like Conrad, safeties like that, they learning fast, and I feel like it's not going to be a drop-off at all because, you know, Shaheem is smart, Akeem Dent. We still got some guys back there that's holding it down, so I feel like we're going to be real comfortable back there.
All right, next we'll come to Zoom for Matt Marshall from the Orlando Sentinel.
When you look around and you see Florida State now starting to get a lot of attention in the polls, a lot of preseason buzz, a lot of consideration for awards, what does that mean since you guys have been around the program to see to get to where it was, to get to where it is right now?
Everything in-house is, like, based off of our expectations and, you know, how we work. Even when things weren't always, you know, the best, we still had our expectations and went about our business the same way that we always do. So, I mean, it's good to hear, or it can make you feel good, but at the end of the day, we still got to go out there and, you know, compete every Saturday. And you still got to go put the work in to do what we got to do to be the best version of us.
Yeah, like Renardo said, feel like we all just got to put the work in. You know, we were receiving a lot of accolades and stuff like that, and I just feel like it could be a good and a blessing and a curse, because you know sometimes it could get to people's head and they might just overthink it and not realize what we still got at hand. So the real thing is just staying focused.
Next will be Jack over here, second row to your right.
Question for Tatum. You guys had a few losses in the offseason at the linebacker core, but you guys did have new people coming in. There was a lot of development, including yourself. I mean, what's the development looked like for you guys at linebacker, and, you know, how have you guys worked, you know, to grow the depth before, you know, the season rolls around?
Yeah, you know, we had a lot of young guys coming in, and we also have Omar Graham, which I think is going to be amazing. A lot of people ain't see him do a lot of things yet, but I feel like he's going to have a huge impact in the linebacker room. Then we got Blake and Dylan, all those guys coming in, and they catching on quick. So I just feel like once we get that experience and then fall camp rolls in, they get to see how everything runs, and they see how me, D-Lo, and Lundy, we see how we do it, and we all just capitalize off each other.
We'll go back to Chris, front row on your left.
Tatum, how much of last year did you play banged up, and just how difficult was it to kind of persevere and push through with, you know, an upper body injury?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I played banged up. I don't want to spread too much information about that, but it was upper body and lower body, so, you know, it's just, I stayed strong through it all. If I knew I could play, so I still did it to help the team out, so that's all that matters. For me, it's just the team, and then my personal, like, I'll put the team before me, so that's just really it. Like, the injuries that come later, I handle that.
Renardo, new pieces in the secondary. Conrad Hussey was referenced earlier. Fentrell Cypress is a guy that transferred in. How are those pieces fitting with the guys that are returning, like yourself, Akeem Denton, Jerry and Jones, and others?
We all complement each other. We all work as one. We work together. we learn how to come together as one, as brothers, and that's what you need back there. We all got to be on the same accord, and throughout the summer, and since everybody's came, even like Fintrell, he was one of the earliest ones to come, besides for the early summer and Rollies and all that. But like we all got a relationship with each other because we all love ball. We all want to win, and we all just want to see each other just be the best version of them every day, no matter if that's practice or real life. We come together, so everything's been good. We working still.
Got another question from Matt on the Zoom.
Yeah, guys, I wanted to ask, what is it about Coach Norvell that kind of, what his message has been about expectations that kind of gets you guys maybe level-headed going into the season, not worrying about what everyone else is saying outside the program?
Honestly, our conversations with Coach Norvell when we're in team meetings and stuff, it's really not about I don't know how to explain it. It's not about what's on the outside right now. We all been focused on like the work in the summer, so that was really it. We don't really focus on too much of the outside say and stuff like that. So
To pick up on what Tatum said, he does a good job of making everything about us. It don't never matter about like what anybody else does. If we do what we supposed to, we good. So that's what we focus on. We don't look towards the next team or the next person. We just focus on in-house, and we just do what we do here.
Come back to Jack on your right.
I guess this kind of being, in the middle towards the end of the summer as well. I guess, are you guys itching a little bit to get to the regular season a little bit more? Or you still feel like, you want to stay, practice a little more development? I guess, how are you guys feeling just generally, this point right now in summer practices?
Me personally, I can't wait. I can't wait personally, but I'm still preparing, and we still preparing as a team day by day. But of course, we want to go play somebody else. We want to go put our pads on somebody else. Like that's part of football. That's why you play football, to go and compete. We don't just want to play the same team and just be bored. No, like we ready to go play, but we just still working towards that. So when that opportunity comes, we ready.
yeah, I'd just say capitalize what Renardo said. We know this offseason felt like forever for us, so we just ready. We excited for camp. A lot of teams don't really get excited for that, but that's all we talk about is just how we gonna go out there and compete. We got a lot of big compete guys on offense and defense, and I feel like it's gonna be exciting.
For Tatum, what do you expect of yourself this season, and what have you tried this summer to improve your own game?
I'll say personally, my goal this season is to be dominant, just take over the whole field. I'm still gonna do my job in the off season. That's what I've been working on. What else I've been working on is more of my hands, using my hands to get off a lot of blocks. I watched film on myself, and I caught myself a lot of times just getting caught up in traffic that I didn't need to be in if I used my hands. So just that, and like I said, just being dominant.
Like you talked about, I guess, a few answers ago about the start of the season, a change to the schedule this year with LSU being game 1 instead of game 2. I guess, how does that change things? And I guess just your excitement level for starting the season with such a high-profile game.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it changed things. We excited to play anybody, no matter whether it was a low school or a big school. So it's just our preparation is just we know what we got at hand, and we know who we're going to face. LSU is a good team. They got a lot of guys coming back, and so do we. So we just got to be prepared for it.
We've got another question from Matt on the Zoom.
Yeah, this is for Renardo. Along those lines, having LSU here in Orlando, kind of close to home, what does that mean for you?
Me personally, it's just another game. I don't focus on all the the outside factors, because a lot of people's opinion really don't matter. All I think about is what we doing in between the white lines, and trying to come out victorious. So it's cool and all, but I played there my whole life. I've been playing football since I was 5. So we just play Oklahoma there. So, I mean, like, it's cool and all, but it's not something that's like, oh, mind-blowing.
We'll go third row on your left.
For Renardo, just a question about Coach Sertan, now that you've had a full spring and some summer stuff as well. Just philosophically, is he focusing on different things, or there's some differences in the way you're being coached up by your new position coach?
His name, you know, Coach Sertan, Pat Sertan, you know, is just, you know, it speaks for itself. We learn a lot from him. He was once in our shoes, so like, you know, it's a great opportunity to learn, to grow. He teaches and coaches us in a way that, you know, like, we get the terms and we understand, but, you know, he still instills discipline and things inside of us. So we happy to have him. You know, it couldn't be like a better addition to come in.
Y'all good? One more?
For Renardo, did you feel like you had a great season last year, and what do you think you need to do to get even better and top that?
I feel like I had, like, me knowing me personally, I feel like I had a decent season, but I know that it was a lot more plays left out there, a lot more things, you know, that could have been done. So I expect to go above and beyond. That's what I'm pushing for, and that's what we pushing for as a team. You know, if everybody do what they supposed to do, take care of their responsibility, you know, the sky's the limit for us as a team. So yeah, that's just how I see that.
All right, thanks, guys.